Okay, there you go. Recording has started. Moving on to share my screen. For people who've joined later on, we are doing writing task one today. That is letter writing or email writing, whatever you want to call it. We will, of course, as usual, be looking at samples that we'll read together. Apart from samples, we will be going through vocabulary. We will be going through some good sentences that you can use. But very importantly, today I have also curated certain types of sentences, जैसे कि conditional sentences होते हैं, inverse sentences होते हैं. So this part will be a little grammar based, where I am going to give you 12. आज मैं आपको 6 दूंगी, 6 types of sentences which I would suggest that चाहे IELTS का राइटिंग हो या सेल्फ पिप का राइटिंग हो या कोई भी एग्जाम का राइटिंग हो या स्पीकिंग हो, आप ये टाइप सेंटेंसेस यूज करके आना. दैट विल एक्चुअली improve the structural integrity of your writing, also of whatever you are saying, and it will make your content appear to be more high level, right? More polished, उसमें ज्यादा finesse दिखेगा. And this will be applicable to all exams, both writing as well as speaking module. And ये basically difference होता है between somebody who speaks simple English and जो थोड़ा उसके ऊपर, right? So let me start sharing the screen. You all have the document also. If you want to look at it, you're free to do so. We'll begin with letters, and we'll start with a formal letter. And formal letter may be one of the most common letter types that they ask in the exam is a complaint letter. Okay? And for everybody attending today, please keep your ears open. Please keep your listening very, very active. These are the small but very important things that ultimately contribute towards improving your English. इन चीजों के वजह से अल्टीमेटली आप अच्छा स्कोर करोगे अपने एग्जाम में. अगेन रिपीटिंग, नो मैटर विच एग्जाम यू आर टेकिंग, दैट डजंट मेक एनी डिफरेंस गाइस. ओके, सो लिसनिंग अपना बहुत एक्टिव रखना. डोंट ड्रिफ्ट ऑफ, डोंट फॉल asleep. When you need a break, you ask me for a break, you get up, and then you come back refreshed. Okay, so, for a formal complaint letter, I started off with a very simple topic. नीचे मैंने कोई bullets नहीं लिए हैं. आपको पता है कि यहाँ bullets होते हैं and we have to follow them. But today we are just looking at writing for the sake of writing, forgetting about exam pattern and things like that. But let's work on the language development together. ठीक है? Then it will not matter what exam you are giving. What you learn here will translate into whatsoever exam that you are appearing for. Here's a topic. मैंने जानबूझ के थोड़ा वेग रखा है. You recently purchased a product, okay, online, but it arrived damaged. अगर ये ट्रेडिशनल एग्जाम टॉपिक होता तो नीचे लिखा होता what was the product, how exactly was it damaged, what did you do about it, how did you feel about it. They would have given you bullets below. But today I don't want to give you direction, I don't want to stifle your creativity, I don't want to limit you to certain bullet points. I think Raj caught that word I just said, stifle, STIFLE. I saw it from your expression. Stifle मतलब किसी चीज को घोटना, गला घोटना. I don't want to, I don't want to suffocate your creativity. I don't want to STIFLE, stifle your creativity. I want you to try and be as creative as possible. Today we'll do something little bit different. अभी तक सारे के सारे टॉपिक्स में है ना, मैं रीड कर रही हूँ, मैं वो कैब बता रही हूँ. आज थोड़ा एक्सपेरिमेंट करते हैं. कम टाइम, नॉर्मली लेटर राइटिंग के लिए 20 मिनट्स होते हैं. आज गिनो, अज्यूम कि आपको एक ईमेल शूट करना है. ठीक है, फटाफट शूट करना है, आपके पास ज्यादा टाइम नहीं है. यू बेसिकली हैव ओनली 5 to 10 minutes to quickly write a letter to the customer service department for this particular thing. You recently purchased a product online, but it arrived damaged. Simply write to the company. Let me hear how you guys complain. The product can be anything. You've purchased it online. It could be a pair of shoes, it could be a mobile phone, it could be a computer, it could be whatever you want it to be. And I'll stop sharing here so that you don't see the sample. I will start a timer It's 4:52 a.m. IST. I'll give you 10 minutes. इस तरीके से लिखना कि आप मुझे स्क्रीन शेयर कर पाओ, ठीक है? एंड कहीं रेफरेंस नहीं लेना है, कहीं हेल्प नहीं लेना है। जो आपका ओरिजिनल लेवल है वैसे ही लिखना है। एंड एक एक करके आज सब लोग स्क्रीन दिखाएंगे, ठीक है? पैराग्राफिंग डोंट वरी, स्पेलिंग डोंट वरी, नथिंग, जस्ट राइट, यू आर द कस्टमर।
But we have written this letter during the weekend. So given that exam, I think
Yes, yes,
this is
yes,
the same
yes.
letter.
It's a purposeful repeat because after that we'll
Okay,
learn things from there, right?
okay,
But keep
fine.
it short.
And
Don't even follow the word limit. You don't have time. Pressed for time. Short आपको complete करना है 10 minutes में. Everybody is using a laptop, right? Nobody is on the mobile. Only Savan looks like super relaxed. I don't know where he's sitting. How you are typing? Type होगा सावन?
बहुत। हाँ, वो सब कुछ हो जाएगा।
ठीक है ठीक है चलो. I'm on mute. 10 minutes time starts now. If anyone has finished, you can start sharing with me now, okay? If anybody has finished one by one. It is almost 10 minutes. Okay, I see Hariom has shared something. Nila, you have a question, please ask.
No, no, no. I don't have a question. I was about to share.
Okay. Let's begin by looking at Hariom's. उन्होंने chat box में डाला है. I'll read it out loud, don't worry. So, he begins this way. Dear Sir, Madam, comma, I am writing to express I am writing to express my dissatisfaction with a recent purchase I made from your online store. Let me explain the situation in detail. I ordered AirPods Pro 3 last week. Upon receiving them, upon receiving them is missing. I found out, yeah, I found that the case had. आपने लिखा है I found out that case had. तो I found that the case had, यहाँ पे article missing है the, ठीक है? I found that the case had several dents and scratches which made it look like, आपने looked लिखा है, made आ गया already. You don't need a past tense here, right? Which made it look like, which made it appear as if, which made it appear as if it was a refurbished product. यहाँ पे again a refurbished product. You missed the article again. A आएगा. However, I ordered brand new ones. यहाँ पे had लगा दो because here it seems like you are saying कि इसके बाद मैंने और brand new ones order किए, but you're talking about the same one. So यहाँ पे लिखो however I had ordered, while I had ordered brand new ones. Here I am attaching the pictures of the damage along with the order number. Next paragraph, like after this, leave a line when you're writing, of course. I hope to get this issue resolved as soon as possible. So normally, when you write a complaint letter, try to end the letter with a clear instruction. Thoda call to action clear rakho. I am looking forward to getting a replacement and or my money back promptly in case you are not able to provide me with a new pair. So let them know what exactly you want them to do. That I think is important. Now I think Sailesh is done and ठीक है सावन, I'm allowing this. आप लोग अभी अपना अपना प्रेजेंट करके खुद रीड करने की कोशिश करो is what I want to hear you guys now.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So I'm reading out.
uh 1 second, I think Savan has shared. We'll let him read out
Okay,
first, है
fine.
ना?
Yes, yes, sure, sure, sure,
ठीक है,
sure.
great. Go ahead, Savan. छोड़ शेयर करना बंद कर दिया? Do you want someone else to read out on your behalf or you want to read out? Because Savan to me looks like somebody who's in Hawaii for a vacation. I'm very
No, I'll.
nervous about disturbing him also today. Go ahead,
Alright.
read out.
Yes, dear customer team, dear customer service team, I am writing this email to you that I received product from your company, but when I received it's damaged.
Okay, आपको तो टोकना ही पड़ेगा, है ना? I am
Hmm.
writing this email, उसके बाद कॉमा करो, to inform you that I am writing this email to you. ठीक है, जब आप किसी को ईमेल लिखते हो ना, I am writing this letter to you लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है.
Oh,
वो
yes, yes.
because he knows उसको मिल रहा है तो उसके लिए ही है, right? But to
Mhm.
inform you that I received
received
a product
product from your
from your
company
company. Connect कर दो, which was damaged. Which was
is
damaged. Simple, right? Full stop. Done. Try to
firstly,
keep your letters to the point and brief. Next point. Yeah.
okay. Firstly, I would like to inform you about the product I ordered was which is a premium trending watch for your company. I purchased on last Sunday. I have also received for this product.
Okay. So I ordered a watch, which is a premium trending watch from your company. So basically, you ordered from the company, right? I
Yes.
purchased it last Sunday. And so connect these two sentences. देखो connector use करो. I purchased it last Sunday and I also have the receipt, a receipt for the product. Yeah, receipt for the purchase.
Hmm.
Okay.
Furthermore, I would like to tell you about damaged product. When I received product that time, I heard some no voice which is broken inside the box. When I thought idea about record video of the opening box, I
Okay.
have recorded videos and some pictures of the product, broken product.
Okay. So furthermore, I would like to tell you about the damage. Product के बारे में आपने ऊपर बोल दिया है. Now you want to talk to them about the damage, not about the damaged product. And then you are
Okay.
continuing that when I received the product, I think what you
Hmm.
are trying to say is that box में से खकड़ता हुआ कोई आवाज आ रहा था, right? So
Hmm.
उसको रैटलिंग बोलते हैं. बच्चों का वो खिलौना होता है, उसको रैटल नहीं बोलते हैं, ऐसे हिला हिला के दे प्ले रैटल.
हाँ
So basically when I received the product, I heard a rattling sound from the box. चलेगा, मत करेक्ट करो, मेरे पास आएगा ना, मैं करेक्ट करके दूंगी. I heard a
Hmm.
rattling sound from the box, and after which I decided to record a video of unboxing it. फिर आप लिख रहे हो शायद कि here I have attached the video and some pictures of the broken product. Okay,
product is.
continue.
Finally, I would like to discuss about the refund or replace the product. If you give me a fully refunds, either replace new orders for me.
Okay, I would like more clarity here. So, in terms of resolution, કે તમને આનું સમાધાન શું જોઈએ છે? That is your
Mm.
resolution, right? In terms of
Yes.
resolution, I would either want the product to be replaced by a perfectly brand new one. I would either
Mm.
want the product to be replaced or would like a complete refund at the earliest possible.
Yes.
Try to use lesser full stops and connect sentences more, but also there are quite a few grammatical mistakes, so maybe that's why also you're trying to play it safe कि मैं ज्यादा complex sentences बनाऊंगा तो और
Yes.
grammar के mistakes
Mm.
होंगे. ठीक है.
हाँ पहले इसलिए मैं ज्यादा फुल स्टॉप और
I understand.
आई
I
कैन यूज
understand.
सिंपल sentences.
Last line is
हाँ
perfect. Thank you for your time and consideration. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you need any further information.
हाँ, वो तो
Kind
सब में
regards,
आता ही
John.
है इसलिए मैं
Yeah,
सब में लग जाता
ठीक है. Perfect. कोई बात नहीं. चलो, now let's pass it on to Sailesh.
Yeah. lit- Okay, I'm sharing my screen first.
Yeah. बाद में मुझे आप share कर देना, like email it to me. I will not be interrupting
Okay.
you guys now. I'll let you read the full thing.
Okay. Is my screen visible?
It is.
Okay. Dear sir, madam, I am writing to express my disappointment regarding the product, the दो बार लिख दिया, the product, a hair dryer. ये क्या आ रहा है बीच में? Hair
Yeah.
dryer I purchased last week from your online shopping apps.
Which I purchase. I'll try not to interrupt. Which connector missing हो गया?
Hair dryer which I purchased. Okay.
WHICH. Yeah.
I purchased last week from your online shopping apps. Yeah. Firstly, I want to acknowledge that the product was delivered on time. However, it was. it was broken from the फिर से दो बार from the lower part of the handle. When I try to plug in to use it, it was comma missing. It wasn't even started, which
Okay.
made me extreme frustrated. Capital
मैं है grammatical mistakes, अब
extreme
जाने दो आगे.
बहुत सारे extreme frustrated. Ever I have bought previously from the apps, I had excellent experience with the shopping as well as quality of the product. Hence, I have gone through for it without second thought.
Okay.
Since the dryer is not functioning
Hmm.
at all, I genuinely request you to replace the product or refund the full amount.
Okay. Everybody else, I'd like you to quickly share your written work with me. I'll get a chance to assess it today during the session. Don't worry. I'll come back with the feedback. One good thing I'd say, Sailesh, is that despite spelling mistakes, punctuation mistakes, and grammatical errors, at least I can understand what you are trying to say. That itself is one step,
Mhm.
towards effective communication. But I'm going to go ahead and go back to my letter now, and we'll continue with the
Mhm.
reading of the same, and I'll get a chance to review everybody else's, which we'll do one by one. Don't worry at all. Sailesh, अच्छा, your hand was raised earlier, right? अभी आपको काम नहीं है
Yeah,
है ना?
it was raised earlier. Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
I'll I'll
I'm just
I'll lower
trying
it.
to stop
I've
sharing
done
my
it. I've
screen.
done it. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't able to figure it out.
No problem.
Okay, got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
Fine. I have received your emails one by one. Give me some time to check it. In the meanwhile, let's go back and start reading the letter that I wanted to show you guys. I'll have to share my screen again. I think we're all facing minor tech glitches today. My screen is visible to everybody.
Yes, it is visible now.
Yes.
My mouse is misbehaving today, but ठीक है, here we are. Yeah. I start off here, dear sir, madam. Right at the beginning of your letter, make the purpose, the intent behind writing the letter very, very clear. Treat this like the subject line of your email. Like when I read the first line, I should know what you are writing to me about. I should be able to decide, is this important enough for me to read immediately, or can I store it away for later? So, my first line here itself, I am writing to express my profound dissatisfaction. Profound matlab gehra, deep dissatisfaction. ठीक है? I am writing to express my profound dissatisfaction with a recent purchase I made through your online platform. This much will suffice for your first paragraph, for your opening. ठीक है? I'll repeat it one more time. If it's a complaint letter, you guys can all start like this. Again, not a proponent of mugging things up, but because your exams are fast approaching and you don't have a lot of time, keep this in mind. I am writing. I am writing this letter, this email. Nahi. It's obvious that what you are writing is a letter, not a poem. It's a letter, you know it. So I am writing an email. उसमें वो an email redundant हो जाता है. Redundant मतलब उसका कोई use नहीं है. Redundancy reduce करना भी बहुत important है if you want to write effective letters or anything you want to write effectively. ठीक है? तो simple I am writing to express my profound dissatisfaction with a recent purchase I made through your online platform. Now, moving ahead, ठीक है? आप थोड़ा complain तो करोगे, you'll talk about it. So, despite your website's assurances, क्या आपके website पे guarantee था, assurance था, despite your website's assurances of premium quality and careful handling, the item was delivered in a severely damaged condition. आप में से किसी ने अभी severely वर्ड लिखा था but with a spelling mistake, तो यहाँ देख लो, severe is spelled as SEVERE. Okay, despite your website's apostrophe S, assurances of premium quality and careful handling, the item was delivered in a severely damaged condition, rendering it entirely usable. मतलब उसको entirely usable कर देना. Leaving it entirely unusable. So the word here is rendering. ठीक है? Causing it to be, rendering it entirely unusable. Now, elaborate a little bit. What is particularly disappointing? खास करके disappointing आपको क्या लगा, right? Particularly मतलब खास करके, specifically. What is particularly disappointing is that the packaging appeared to be grossly inadequate, which raises serious concerns about your quality control processes. See, if the packaging had been good and something was still damaged or broken, you might be able to understand. But here you're flagging a serious issue that the packaging in itself was not proper. It was severely inadequate, which raises serious concerns about your quality control processes. Now, what happened to you because you received a damaged product? आप अपना ग्रीवियंस बताओगे तो सही कि इसके वजह से मेरा दिन वेस्ट हुआ या ये प्रॉब्लम मुझे फेस करना पड़ा. सो यहाँ पे आप क्लियरली लिखते हो, not only did this incident cause significant inconvenience, but it has also led to a complete erosion of my trust in your services. Go through this line with me again. You can do what we normally do, close your eyes and listen to this sentence. Not only did this incident cause significant inconvenience, but it has also led to a complete erosion of my trust in your services. Erosion आप लोगों को पता है, सॉइल इरोशन होता है ना, जहां पे सॉइल का ऊपर का लेयर निकल के चला जाता है. मिट जाना, इरोशन खत्म हो जाना, ठीक है, कम हो जाना. इट हैज लेड टू अ कंप्लीट इरोशन of my trust in your services, yeah, complete destruction of my trust in your services. Now, I had specifically chosen your company due to its widely advertised reputation for reliability. मैंने ये company in the first place choose किया ही क्यों था? So I had specifically chosen this company due to its widely advertised reputation for reliability, okay, which unfortunately has not been upheld in this instance, which unfortunately has not been upheld in this instance. Now, what do you want? I would appreciate it if you could promptly matlab as early as possible, immediately, ठीक है? I would appreciate it if you could promptly arrange for a full refund or a replacement at the earliest convenience. Additionally, I strongly urge you, I strongly request you. Request से भी stronger word होता है urge करना. Request might be gentler, urge is like forcefully requesting, ठीक है? So additionally, I strongly urge you to review and enhance your packaging protocols to prevent similar occurrences in the future. So when you are complaining, it also makes sense to give advice. ये मेरा complaint था, उसके सामने मैं आपको ये advice दे रही हूँ, ठीक है? Again, please pay attention and listen. Additionally, I strongly urge you to review and enhance your packaging protocols to prevent similar occurrences in the future. I look forward to your swift and satisfactory resolution of this matter. I look forward to your swift and satisfactory resolution of this matter. Yours faithfully, and then your name. Now, let's see who can read this out loud. Digvijay, let's have you read out. And everybody else, please pay attention. दिग्विजय आप रीड करना यहाँ तक. पूरा रीड करो. We'll make one more person read if required. No problem.
You recently purchased a product online, but it arrived damaged. Write to the company. Dear sir, I'm writing to express my profound dissatisfaction with a recent purchase I made through your online platform. Despite your website's assurances of premium quality and careful handling, the item was delivered in a severely damaged condition, rendering it entirely unusable. What is particularly disappointing is that the packaging appeared to be grossly inadequate, which raises serious concerns about your quality control processes. Not only did this incident cause significant inconvenience, but it has also led to a complete erosion of my trust in your services. I had specifically chosen your company due to
Chosen,
its
past
wide
tense, past tense.
I had specifically chosen your company due to its widely advertised reputation for reliability, which unfortunately has not been upheld in this instance. I would appreciate it if you could promptly arrange for a full refund or a replacement at the earliest convenience. Additionally, I strongly urge you to review and enhance your packaging protocols to prevent similar occurrences in the future. I look forward to your swift and satisfactory resolution of this matter. Yours
Very well
faithfully.
read. Very well read. You read patiently. That's another very good thing. You read in a very conscious manner, so you try to avoid mistakes. That's also something that I like about the way you read. The same thing, let's have it read out by Nilay as well. And then, even though it seems a little bit repetitive, I then also want Sailesh to read it once. The more you read, the better we'll get. So I want us to do it again and again. Nilay.
Dear Sir, Madam, I am writing to express my profound dissatisfaction with the recent purchase I made through your online platform. Despite your website's assurance of premium quality and careful handling, the item was delivered in a severely damaged condition, rendering it entirely unusable. What is particularly disappointing is that the packaging appeared to be grossly inadequate, which raises serious concern about your quality control processes.
Okay,
Not
you're
only
missing
did
out
this
the
incident,
S's, huh? Concerns.
okay,
Hmm?
which raises serious concerns about your quality control processes. Not only did this incident cause significant inconveniences, but it has also led to a complete erosion of my trust in your services. I had specifically chosen your company due to its
Chosen,
widely
chosen,
advertised.
chosen.
Okay. I had specifically chosen your company due to its widely advertised reputation for reliability, which unfortunately has not been upheld in this instance. I would appreciate it if you could promptly arrange for a full refund or a replacement at the earliest convenience. Additionally, I strongly urge you to review and enhance your packaging protocols to prevent similar occurrences in the future. I look forward to your swift and satisfactory resolution of this matter. Yours faithfully.
Okay, nice, fluent, you read fast, very good. Final reading one more time by Sailesh and everybody else who thinks तीसरे बार reading हो रहा है बहुत हो गया आप अभी भी ध्यान देना. We make mistakes in simple words, spellings of words like reliability. I've seen people make these mistakes, ठीक है. Satisfactory में लोग गलती करते हैं, occurrences में double C है double R है. I've seen a lot of you misspell the word convenience. So when it is being read for a third time, pay close attention to the words, the choice of words, the spellings. Even if we read it 10 times, trust me, it's still less. It's always less, okay? So you don't have the luxury of getting bored. sit up straight, let's pay attention, and let's hear Sailesh read this.
Dear Sir, Madam, I am writing to express my profound dissatisfaction with the recent purchase I made through your online platform. Despite your website assurances of premium quality and careful handling, the item was delivered in the severely damaged condition, rendering it entirely unusable. What is particularly disappointing is that the packaging appeared to be grossly inadequate,
Hmm.
which raises serious concern about your quality control processes. Not only did this incident cause significant inconvenience, but it had also led to complete erosion of my trust in your services. I had specifically chosen your I
See
had
again,
specifically
very
chosen
good. Huh?
I had specifically chosen your company due to its widely advertised reputation of reliability, which which unfortunately
Hmm.
has not been upheld in this instance. I would appreciate it if you could promptly arrange for a full refund or a replacement at the earliest convenience. Additionally, I strongly urge you to review and enhance your packaging protocols to prevent similar occurrences in the future. I look forward to your swift and satisfactory resolution for this matter. Your faithfully.
Okay, we can go ahead to the second letter now. Okay, it's a semi-formal letter. And see, again, very vague topic where I have not given you exact bullets, I have not given you directions. But इस बार मैं आपसे लिखवाऊंगी नहीं. I assume that takes a lot of time, and we have the session that we want to complete as well. So here's the next letter. You have to write to your manager. देखो यहाँ पे राइट और लेटर भी नहीं लिखा है, राइट टू योर मैनेजर ही लिखा है डायरेक्टली, राइट. राइट टू योर मैनेजर requesting flexible working hours. I will read the sample first, of course, and then I'll have you all also read after me, one by one. ठीक है? I'll select who'll read. पहले मैं एक बार read कर लेती हूँ. Please pay very close attention. And one more thing before I go ahead, आगे वाले में से आपने बिल्कुल vocab लिखा? एक बार देख लेते हैं साथ में from the first line. And I want everybody paying attention here. um profound का मीनिंग क्या है guys? एंड लिख लो साइड में.
Too much deep.
Deep.
Deep. Profound is deep. Yes. Okay, after profound what else is there? Nothing here. Assurance मतलब गारंटी. आपको
Yeah.
गारंटी के लिए assurance वर्ड लिखना है तो लिख लो. Then the word severely. Severely basically means very, extremely damaged. So यहाँ पे severely damaged है, ठीक है? SEVERELY. What happened? Okay. Next word है rendering, जो यहाँ पे हमको मिला था ना. It was delivered in a severely damaged condition, rendering it entirely unusable. मतलब वो इतने ज्यादा damaged condition में था कि वो बिल्कुल ही यूज करने लायक ही नहीं था. Rendering it entirely unusable. So rendering मतलब to cause something to be in a certain condition. यहाँ पे the condition is unusable condition. वपराई ना सके એવું. To cause it to be like that. फिर रेंडर वर्ड वैसे सर्विस के लिए भी यूज होता है, टू रेंडर अ सर्विस टू समबडी, बट हियर ऑफ कोर्स इट डजंट मीन दैट एट ऑल. Grossly inadequate, no need to write. Erosion was one word. I'm sure most of you know the meaning. Even then, we don't really use it like that. हम ऐसे लिखते तो नहीं हैं. So, आपको याद रहे तो आप लिख लो. इरोजन आई थिंक गुजराती में धोवाण बोलते हैं ना, जो धुल जाती है जमीन, उसको इरोजन बोलते हैं, ठीक है। Promptly is immediately. I don't see any other words that stand out now. Okay. Semi formal letter. We are writing to our manager to request flexible working hours. Let's try a variation on this activity. When I'm reading out loud for the first time, all of you close your eyes. Only one sense will be engaged. खाली सुनने पे ध्यान दो, ठीक है? Active listening. Dear Mr. Sharma, I hope this message finds you well. I am writing to formally request a temporary adjustment to my working hours due to some unforeseen personal commitments that require my immediate attention. Over the past few weeks, I have been managing these responsibilities alongside my professional duties. However, it has become increasingly challenging to maintain the high standards of performance that I consistently strive for. Should my request be granted, I would propose commencing my workday slightly later while ensuring that all my responsibilities are fulfilled without compromise. I remain fully committed to maintaining productivity and meeting all deadlines, and I am more than willing to compensate for any lost hours. I sincerely believe that this temporary arrangement will allow me to balance my obligations more effectively while continuing to contribute meaningfully to the team. Thank you for your understanding and consideration. Yours sincerely. I will be reading this again. Stay seated as you are, eyes closed. Focus only on the voice that you're hearing, the pronunciations, the diction, the sentences that are being framed. Listen to all of it in a way that you can absorb it properly. Okay? Dear Mr. Sharma, I hope this message finds you well. Next, I am writing to formally request a temporary adjustment to my working hours due to some unforeseen personal commitments that require my immediate attention. Over the past few weeks, I have been managing these responsibilities alongside my professional duties, parallel to with my professional duties. However, it has become increasingly challenging to maintain the high standards of performance that I consistently strive for. अगर मेरा रिक्वेस्ट ग्रांट होता हो तो मैं ये प्रपोज करता हूं। अगर मेरा रिक्वेस्ट ग्रांट होता हो तो मैं ये आइडिया देता हूं। शुड माई रिक्वेस्ट बी ग्रांटेड, इफ नहीं, शुड माई रिक्वेस्ट बी ग्रांटेड, आई वुड प्रपोज कमेंसिंग, कमेंस करना, स्टार्ट करना, बिगिन करना, कमेंस, ओके। आई वुड प्रपोज commencing my work day slightly later while still ensuring that all my responsibilities are fulfilled without compromise. I remain fully committed to maintaining productivity and meeting all deadlines. And I am more than willing to compensate for, make up for. I am more than willing to compensate for any lost hours. I sincerely believe that this temporary arrangement will allow me to balance my obligations more effectively while continuing to contribute meaningfully to the team. Thank you for your understanding and consideration. Let's see who will read this out. Karan, why don't you read it out first? And then Krupesh, you can read it out.
Ma'am, before we read it, there is one place where we say to
Mm,
maintaining somewhere, to maintaining my working hours or something was
here, I remain
uh,
fully committed to maintaining
fully
productivity.
committed. Will it be to maintaining or to maintain?
Maintaining,
Okay.
maintaining, है ना?
हम्म,
ठीक है.
I mean, वो मैथ्स वाला इंग्लिश
आप
जो हम सीखे
विल
थे ना
विल लिख
उसमें
देना तो
ऑलवेज
हाँ हाँ
टू के बाद एज इज वर्ब लिखते हैं टू गो टू स्कूल टू डू समथिंग टू टेक
हाँ
समथिंग
हाँ
लाइक
हाँ 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 हाँ. सो
Without
वहां
okay
पे
that's
ing.
why I had asked without ing yeah that's why I had
यस,
asked
बट यहाँ पे है ना, लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल, टू इज यूजुअली फॉलोड बाय द बेस वर्ब फॉर्म, राइट? बट जब टू एक प्रिपोजिशन की तरह एक्ट करता है तब इट इज फॉलोड बाय एन आई एन जी. सो
but
जैसे
then
कि
to be
हाँ,
maintaining नहीं आएगा to be
नहीं
maintaining
नहीं, टू
be
मेंटेनिंग,
maintaining
टू
productivity to
मेंटेनिंग.
maintaining productivity
हाँ
and okay fine
हाँ हाँ हाँ. ओके,
thanks
चलो ग्रेट. करण एंड कृपेश, ये दोनों केस हमेशा साथ में याद
Yes.
आते हैं मुझे.
Dear Mr. Sharma, I hope this message finds you well. I'm writing to formally request a temporary adjustment to my working hours due to some unforeseen personal commitments.
मुझे इसका
That
मीनिंग बताओ. अनफोर्सीन पर्सनल कमिटमेंट्स.
unforeseen means unplanned.
जो आप पहले से देख नहीं सकते थे, राइट?
Un,
अनफोर्सीन.
Ma'am,
yes.
it's never expected.
નેવર એક્સપેક્ટેડ, અનઅપેક્ષિત કહેવાય ને, જેની તમે અપેક્ષા
Hmm.
ના કર્યું હોય. અનધાર્યું, જે તમે ધાર્યું ના હોય. સમથિંગ that you didn't expect, right? Unforeseen personal conditions.
Commitments that require my immediate attention. Over the past few weeks, I have been managing these responsibilities alongside my professional duties. However, it has become increasingly challenging to maintain the high standards of performance that I consistently strive for.
ये वर्ड का
Should
मीनिंग बताओ. हमने किया हुआ है स्ट्राइव मतलब
strive मतलब कुछ
ट्राई करना, प्रयत्न. ट्राई, TRY.
okay,
ओके.
strive for. Yeah. Should my request be granted, I will propose commencing my workday slightly later while ensuring that all my responsibilities are fulfilled without compromise. I remain fully committed to maintaining productivity and meeting all deadlines, and I am more than willingly to compensate for any lost hours. I sincerely believe that this temporary arrangement will allow me to balance my obligations more effectively while continuing to contribute meaningfully to the team. Thank you for your understanding and and consideration.
Okay. Can you all tell me the meaning of obligations?
Arguments,
Demands. Yeah,
demands.
basically that. जवाबदारियों, right? आपके जो भी जवाबदारी है, they are your obligations. फर्ज कहवाए ने, they are your obligations. ठीक है. And one last reading of this from Krupesh.
Okay. So the
Here.
task, write to your manager requesting flexible working hours. Dear Mr. Sharma, I hope this message finds you well. I am writing to formally request a temporary adjustment to my working hours due to some unforeseen personal commitments that require my immediate attention. Over the past few weeks, I have been managing these responsibilities alongside my professional duties. However, it has become increasingly challenging to maintain the high standard of performance that I consistently strive for. Should my request be granted, I would propose commencing my workday slightly later while ensuring that all my responsibilities are fulfilled without compromise. I remain fully committed to maintaining productivity and meeting all deadlines, and I am more than willing to compensate for any lost hours. I sincerely believe that This temporary arrangement will allow me to balance my obligations more effectively while continuing to contribute meaningfully to the team. Thank you for your understanding and consideration. Yours sincerely, Krupesh.
Okay, very nice, very well done. Now, coming to Savan once. Savan, can you tell us what are the new words we should write down from this letter that we've read? vocab लिस्ट में क्या क्या डाले हम?
नहीं, ये सब तो इजी है।
सारे इजी है, नो डिफिकल्ट वर्ड्स एट ऑल. सी द वर्ड्स
मतलब
माइट
देखना
बी.
पड़ेगा ऊपर,
हाँ,
ऊपर ऊपर देखना पड़ेगा। ये तो
मैं
सारे इजी
स्क्रॉल
है।
करती हूँ. देखो वैसे इजी
हाँ,
होते हैं बट इट्स जस्ट
अनफोर्सिन।
दैट. यप, लिखो लिखो चलो. अनफोर्सीन. जब चाहिए होते हैं ना तब वो टाइम पे याद नहीं आते हैं. हेंस अ लिस्ट टू कीप रेफरिंग बैक टू. वो लिस्ट में जरूरी नहीं है कि ऐसे ही वर्ड्स हो जो आपके लिए ब्रांड न्यू है. जस्ट समथिंग टू कीप रिफ्रेशिंग योर मेमोरी अगेन एंड अगेन. अनफोर्सीन, वेरी नाइस. अलोंगसाइड का मतलब क्या होता है कि आई हैव बीन मैनेजिंग दीज रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज अलोंगसाइड माई जॉब या
साथे
वर्क.
साथे.
So we can use a while simultaneously.
यस यस, हमने किया था साइमल्टेनियसली, राइट?
Yes.
Simultaneously, while, alongside. Very good. No other words
फोर्सिन
here.
का मीनिंग क्या होता है मैम?
Unforeseen, beta. Unforeseen
हाँ, उसका
will be something जे धारियो ना हो, something that you didn't expect would happen, जो आप पहले से predict नहीं कर सकते थे. Unforeseen, अचानक से हो गया. ठीक है. सो यहाँ पे वही है ना, अनफोर्सीन पर्सनल कमिटमेंट्स. कुछ ऐसे पर्सनल कमिटमेंट्स आ गए अचानक से जो मैं नहीं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा था. एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई वांट दिस एडजस्टमेंट टू माय वर्किंग आवर्स. राइट? ओके, यू कैन सी. आई नॉर्मली, आज के सेशन में हमने स्ट्राइव वर्ड किया, ठीक है. कल भी कहीं पे स्ट्राइव आएगा, 2 दिन बाद भी आएगा. जितनी बार आएगा हम उतनी बार लिखते जाएंगे. और ये मैंने आपको डे 1 में बोला था कि वो क्या आप लोग को अल्टीमेटली कैसे याद रहेगा? थ्रू रेपिटेशन. मैंने कोई वर्ड डे 1 में आपको करवा दिया इन एन ऐसे, डजंट मीन वो वर्ड वापस नहीं आएगा, कहीं ना कहीं वापस आएगा. एंड इट विल कम. You will come across it so many times that eventually it'll automatically become a part of your vocab. That's what we are trying to do. Not that ek din kiya, list banaya, mug up kar liya, now it's on you to remember it. We'll keep repeating it, right? So strive, that is to try. ये लिखना है तो लिख लो, commence. COMMENCE. commence का मतलब होता है to start, begin. Nothing else here. If anybody wants, you can write down obligation. That is your responsibility. And moving on to the third one. This
Ma'am,
is, yeah,
ma'am, can you scroll up second one?
yeah.
Can you tell me that how to use semicolon?
Where did you see it?
It's before however somewhere. Can you
Uh,
scroll up more? Yeah, here, yeah. I have been managing these responsibilities alongside my
okay,
After
okay,
professional
okay.
duties.
duties.
Yeah, yeah, I found it. I found it. Do you have any idea on where and how to use it?
I think one positive, one negative, right?
मतलब?
No, no,
What I feel like is
not.
if you want to put a full stop and comma both together when you feel like doing that.
ठीक है, it's a
ना ना, ये
good,
how
good.
now
Sentence
मिथिल भाई
is
how
not completed entirely, and second statement is
Uh,
connected
First
to
of all,
that.
ma'am, this semicolon will be counted as a grammatical range, not
Yeah,
grammatical
yeah,
range
yeah,
nature,
yeah.
right?
या ग्रामेटिकल
Or
रेंज में
cohesion.
आएगा ना. सी, सेमीकोलन बेसिकली कब यूज होता है? अगर दो रिलेटेड क्लॉजेस है, ठीक है. दोनों क्लॉजेस रिलेटेड है बट दोनों ऑल्सो इंडिपेंडेंट है. देखो, आई हैव बीन मैनेजिंग दीज रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज अलोंगसाइड माई प्रोफेशनल ड्यूटीज, बट नाउ इट हैज बिकम चैलेंजिंग. सो दीज आर टू इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉजेस एंड बीच में हमने कोई कंजंक्शन नहीं यूज किया है. सो इन दैट केस it will separate these two items. So in that case, you'll use a semicolon. It's like a pause, but stronger than a comma. It is much stronger than a comma. But one thing you must remember, that semicolon के आगे and पीछे, both of these sides, both of this information should be complete in its own individual sense as well. तब जाके semicolon का sense बनेगा. Did that make any sense to you?
Oh yeah.
पर मैम हमने however तो यूज किया है वैसे.
That's okay. वो कर सकते हो,
If I
कर सकते
said
हो.
I have been managing this responsibility alongside my professional duties,
हाँ.
full stop. However, I
नहीं,
have
you
become
can, you can, you
it
can, you
has
can.
because
You
we are
can
using
still,
however, right?
yeah, you
If we
can, हाँ.
remove the however, then maybe only semicolon would be.
If you remove
See,
it, I have
I
been
have been
managing my
managing this.
No, then it will not make any sense. The sentence will not make
Yeah,
sense. Something will be missing.
those are the contrans. Yeah.
Yes, you have to have the word over there. However, या and जो भी आपको लगाना हो. ठीक है?
Yeah.
Okay. Now the third one. I saw some people who've not read yet. Sometimes I forget. तब आप बता दिया करो ना. राज बाकी हो.
मिथिल भाई.
मित्तल बाकी है आज तो. हरिओम बाकी है. I don't know, हरिओम must be working and attending the class, but राज and मित्तल से start करते हैं. इस बार आप ही रीड करो. सिंपल है. Write to a friend inviting them to visit. No birthday party, no event occasion. Write to a friend inviting them to visit. We'll start with Raj.
Dear Mithil, I hope you have been doing wonderfully. It has been far too long since we last caught up, and I genuinely miss our conversations. I am writing to extend a warm invitation for you
Warm,
to visit
warm.
me here
Warm
next
nahi.
month.
I'll correct you here. Warm nahi, warm.
Warm.
Very good. Warm.
I am writing to extend a warm invitation for you to visit me here next month. The weather during this time is absolutely delightful, making it perfect for exploring the city. Not only will we have ample
Again,
time to
will
reconnect,
only नहीं. Sorry, हाँ मुझे टोकना पड़ रहा है. Only. याद है हमने डिस्कस किया
only,
था? हाँ, only.
not only, not only will we have ample time to reconnect, but we can also visit some fascinating places and indulge in the local cuisine, which I know you will absolutely love. I have already started planning a few activities that I'm sure you will find both exciting and memorable. Do let me know your availability at your earliest convenience, as I would love to make the necessary arrangements in advance.
Okay. Let's try and pronounce this word again. Availability.
Availability,
Again, availability.
availability,
वेरी गुड, परफेक्ट. ये आगे भी जिन्होंने रीड किया था ना, हम ये खा जाते हैं. LA या तो BI, कुछ ना कुछ तो खा जाते हैं. Availability, something like that. I can't pronounce it, but do let me know your availability at your earliest convenience. So, pronunciation is not effortless. Pronunciation में effort लगता है, बहुत conscious attempt लगते हैं. Otherwise, it's easy to simply eat up the words and go ahead. तो उस पे हम थोड़ा सा ध्यान देंगे. चलो लास्ट में.
looking forward to seeing you soon. Warm
Warm.
regards,
Very good.
warm regards, Raj.
Okay, let's pass this on to Mithil now. You can read out the same one.
Dear Ria, I hope you have been doing wonderfully. It has been far too long since we last caught up, and I genuinely miss our conversations. I am writing to extend a warm invitation for you to visit me here next month. The weather during this time is absolutely delightful, making it perfect for exploring the city. Not only we have ample of time to reconnect, but we
Again,
can
again,
also
again.
not only we have ample of time,
नहीं, यहाँ क्या खा रहे हो?
not only will we, but
फ्यूचर की
why
बात.
we are adding will?
फ्यूचर है,
It's not
फ्यूचर है. You are inviting your friend to visit. She has not yet
तो वो
visited.
ही के बाद will डाल दो ना, तो वो अच्छा नहीं रहेगा.
नहीं, not only we
No?
will तो गलत हो जाएगा.
Ma'am, this is
Okay.
complex sentence or
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Man, it's a compound,
Not
right?
only but also.
क्या बोल रहे हो?
Kind,
Rebuttal?
It's a compound, right?
it's a kind of a not only but also sentence, right?
Sort of, हाँ, not only but also ही हुआ. But why you were getting confused between we will and will we? आप बताओ दोनों के बीच का डिफरेंस. Mithil, you're there?
I'm here, but I'm still buffering.
Anybody else try?
Will we means like we are asking questions.
ठीक है, वो तो एक
And
जनरल मतलब सबसे पहला डिफरेंस वही है कि जब हम विल वी विल बोलते हैं वी विल, देन इट्स बेसिकली अ डिक्लेरेशन कि हम ये करेंगे. वी विल ईट एट 3 o'clock. एंड जब हम विल वी बोलते हैं तो हम नॉर्मली क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं, राइट? विल वी ईट एट थ्री ओ
And ma'am,
क्लॉक हाँ.
okay, so here the person might be giving a option like we can do this thing and also we can do this kind of things. So it looks like an option. Like not only will we have ample time to reconnect, but we can also visit some fascinating places and indulging in the local cuisine.
Cuisine.
हम्म.
So for it means of food, places, and the get together as well.
ओके, ठीक है. एनीबडी एल्स?
I guess
Ma'am, what if we
that
remove the we?
particular.
आप बताओ रिमूव करके क्या. ठीक है, ट्राई करो, एक एक करके करते.
Not
रिमूव
on,
करके बताओ.
not only will have ample of time to reconnect, but we can also with but उस इसमें भी we हटा सकते हैं ना, if we can, like, not only we will have ample of reconnect time to reconnect, but
हाँ.
can also visit some fascinating places to indulge in the local cuisines.
ओके.
Just asking, man, can
No
we remove
problem.
it?
Guess. No, we can't. We'll get there. Somebody else was also answering.
Nilay.
Yeah, so I guess that particular sentence, will we have ample time to reconnect? So that is not like 100% decided yet. So still it is in a future. It is something we are planning, right? But
Hmm.
it is not certain thing. That is why will we have ample time to reconnect? So
Okay.
as well as, but we can also visit. So both things are not decided, or it is not sure that it is going to happen 100%.
Okay. नॉट ओनली विल वी, ठीक है, मैं आप लोगों को बता रही थी कि आगे जाके आई विल गिव यू सर्टन टाइप्स ऑफ सेंटेंसेस दैट विल हेल्प यू गेट अ बेटर स्कोर. सो जब हम नॉट ओनली विल वी बोलते हैं, दैट्स बेसिकली नॉट ओनली, it is followed by an auxiliary verb that you can see, and then you have your subject. So ये कुछ नहीं है, ये एक simply formal emphasis है जहां पे आप inversion का यूज कर रहे हो. This uses inversions जैसे आप questions में करते हो. Not only will we, another example, not only will we complete the project on time but also exceed expectations. ना ही हम सिर्फ इतना कर लेंगे बट ये भी कर लेंगे. So it's basically more dramatic. It uses inversion. So in these kind of sentences, आप not only we will को गलत ही समझो, and not only will we have ample time to connect, but we can also visit some fascinating places. इसी तरीके से रखना. Got my point? And नीचे मैं करवा रही हूँ, inversion sentences आएंगे नीचे. We are going to be doing that as well. But good question. A mistake that I see very commonly, not many people use it in this form, at least the students that I am teaching. So you keep this in mind, stand out by making a sentence like that. And when we go into sentence structures, I will do this in depth, जहाँ पे we can also focus on how we make that structure and what the rules are. ठीक है? ठीक है, good, nice. Let's continue reading. चलो.
Not only will we have ample of time to reconnect, but we can also visit some fascinating places and indulge in the local cuisine, which I know you will absolutely love. I have already started planning a few activities that I am sure you will find both exciting and memorable. Do let me know your availability at your earliest
Your
convenience. Availability
huh?
at your earliest convenience.
Availability.
Do let me know your availability at your earliest convenience, as I would love to make the necessary arrangements in advance. Looking forward to seeing you again, seeing you soon. Warm regards.
Okay. Chalo. We've read three letters. Now, if I had to take your feedback, what did you think about these letters? How are these letters different from the types of letters you draft? If everybody could tell me one sentence giving their feedback one by one,
Yes, I
go
can
ahead.
give you a feedback. Like these letters have a proper information about the question, and like why this letter to be written.
Okay.
And even though it has a not that much of vocabularies, but it has a good amount of vocabularies, so we can get a very good band score. It's
Okay.
written well and easily readable.
Very nice. Okay. Anybody else?
The
It's a
tone
Uh,
of
flawless,
the letters.
easily readable, though
Hmm.
it is looking excellent. I mean, when we write something,
Hmm.
I don't need to explain it how it looks like.
No, that's also not true. It's okay. This had simplicity at the same time. Okay. Anybody
Yeah,
else?
The tone
uh,
of the letters. For the formal letter, the way we started the letter, I'm writing to express my profoundest satisfaction.
Hmm.
While for the semi formal letter, that starting got converted to I hope this message finds you well, which is
Hmm.
kind of not fully formal. And for the friend, it was like we talk with the friend. I hope you have been doing wonderfully, or you
Right.
have
So
been
that
doing well.
changed for
So
every letter, right? That changed for
yeah.
every letter that we did. Okay. Anyone else? Savan, talk. You're very close to your exam. I want to hear you talk more than Digvijay. You go ahead. Savan, say something.
Something, something what?
Something what? Somebody help
Something
Savan. What are we
about
talking about?
why.
अरे हाँ, वो मेरे को पता चल गया कि वो जो लास्ट लाइन जो आती है उसके रिगार्डिंग कुछ बोलना क्या है,
Nice.
ऐसा
So
कुछ है ना.
basically, your feedback on what these letters were like. What do you think? How were these emails? Why were they good? Why were they not good? How could they have been better? स्पीकिंग एग्जाम में भी ऐसे ही करते हैं ना, आप डर जाते हो. सो अगेन जस्ट क्वेश्चनिंग ओवर हियर योर व्यू पॉइंट. द emails that we just read, were they good? Why were they good? What do you think was good about them? घबराओ मत सावन. टेक अ डीप ब्रेथ. ऐसे भी नहीं घबराते हो आप, बट टेक अ डीप ब्रेथ. बौखलाना भी नहीं है. वील आंसर. कुछ दिखा दो
क्या करना
कैमरा
है हमको?
वैमरा. I'll repeat. Show us your face so we can see you. आपके आजू बाजू बहुत अंधेरा हो गया है सावन. You want to turn on the camera?
अब दिख रहा हूँ.
Actually, I can't see you. Can anybody else see him?
No.
Are you at home, Savan, or are you like at college or something like that?
No, at home.
Okay. So the question here was, हमने अभी 3 emails read किए साथ में, right? So what do you think about these emails? कैसे थे? What did you feel was good about them?
मतलब मेरे पीटी की एग्जाम से रिगार्डिंग तो ये बहुत ज्यादा कॉम्प्लेक्स है और ज्यादा एक्स्ट्रा वर्ड है.
Okay.
तो हमको तो ऐसा कुछ आई मीन ऐड नहीं करना होता. जो तुमको सिंपल सेंटेंस बनाना आता है और फिलर डाल के ऐसा सब तुम करके डाल सकते हो। जैसे इसमें क्या होता है, लाइक फॉर्मल सेमी फॉर्मल ऐसा सब कुछ डिवाइड होता है, बट वहां पे कंप्लेन है फिर भी तुम एक ही सेंस स्ट्रक्चर तुम यूज कर सकते हो। कोई भी रिक्वेस्टिंग है
हम्म।
किसी भी टाइप के, राइट, तो तुम सिंपल तुम्हारा टेम्पलेट है वही तुम यूज कर सकते हो, इसमें ज्यादा कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस डालने की जरूरत नहीं होती है।
पता है सावन, आई
तो
जेन्युइनली वुड लाइक टू ब्रेक दैट लर्निंग। आप वो जो लर्निंग लेके बैठे हो ना, आई वुड रियली वांट टू ब्रेक दैट लर्निंग। आई नो पीटी एग्जाम इज वेरी टेम्पलेट बेस्ड, मुझे पता है, बट जस्ट आंसर मी वन सिंपल क्वेश्चन एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, ठीक है? दैट पीटी का एग्जाम है, कोई भी एग्जाम है सावन, आपकी इंग्लिश अच्छी है, जेन्युइनली बहुत अच्छी है, आपको तब क्या जरूरत लगती है इन दैट केस टेम्पलेट की? या यू नो व्हाट यू जस्ट सेड कि हमको इतने कॉम्प्लेक्स एंड कंपाउंड सेंटेंसेस यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं है, बट यूज करोगे तो बेनिफिट नहीं होगा आपको?
नहीं होता है, अगर मैं ऐसा बहुत डीप में चला जाऊंगा ना कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस में, तो स्पेलिंग की तो मेरी मिस्टेक नहीं हो सकती, बट जो मेरी मिस्टेक होगी वो
हम्म।
ग्रामर में ही हो सकती है, और सेंटेंस
ओके।
स्ट्रक्चर में सही नहीं है।
इसलिए अभी थोड़ी देर पहले somebody asked me, right, was this a complex sentence or compound sentence? To be very honest, मैंने ज्यादा ध्यान भी नहीं दिया, because when it comes to grammar, grammar is a very deep topic, right? What is a complex sentence, what is a compound sentence, the different types of sentences, अगर हम ये सब करने बैठेंगे तो when will we actually learn the language? When we talk about our mother tongue also, whether it's, हम कोई भी लैंग्वेज ले लो, गुजराती ले लो, हिंदी ले लो, इन लैंग्वेजेस में भी हमने ऐसा तो नहीं था ना कि फर्स्ट वी लर्नड ग्रामर देन वी लर्नड द लैंग्वेज। ऐसा कभी हुआ? You knew the language already before you went to school. Hence, you were able to comprehend the grammar pertaining to that language. English is the only language where we try to reverse the learning process. कि नहीं, हम पहले grammar कर लेते हैं, we'll have all the equations in place, we'll learn all the rules, and then हम automatically बोल पाएंगे. But unfortunately, it's never as straightforward as that. आई हैव हैड स्टूडेंट्स who've come to me ये बोल के कि हमने एक एक साल तक ग्रामर का कोर्स किया है इन XYZ क्लासेस, 1 ईयर तक हम ग्रामर ही सीखने जा रहे थे, उसके बाद हमने IELTS सीखना चालू किया है, बट डिस्पाइट दैट 1 आवर, दैट ग्रामर हैज नॉट enabled them to be able to speak or write fluently. At the same time, they are so hung up on these rules that they have learned without any context, that even if you're trying to teach them something, वो mindset से निकल नहीं पाते हैं. So when you have limited time, a lot to do, will not focus on grammar. आप भी मत घबराओ ये सोच के सावन के फिर मेरी ग्रामर की गलतियां होगी। डोंट वरी, वो कोई सिंपल कंपाउंड कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस नहीं था, वो एक गुड सेंटेंस था। जो टाइप के सेंटेंसेस को आप एनफ नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स सुन जाओगे या एनफ नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स पढ़ जाओगे, तो वो कहीं ना कहीं आपके यूजेज में बाहर आ ही जाएगा, चाहे बोलने में या चाहे लिखने में। it just, you have to be exposed to it enough number of times, nothing more than that. So don't worry about the rule, the structure, वो सब आप लोग भूल जाओ, ठीक है? I'll go back to the previous screen जहाँ पे हम लोग थे. Now coming here to the types of sentences, we'll quickly scroll by for once. इसके डिटेल में अभी नहीं जा रहे. I'll tell you why and when also. Not only but also type के sentences with examples and rules. Inversion sentences, वो कैसे होते हैं? They begin with words like never, rarely, seldom, hardly. Don't worry about it right now, अभी सोचो मत इसके बारे में. When you are in the beginning of a session, absolutely fresh, तब मैं आपको ये करवाऊंगी and easily करवाऊंगी in a way that आप implement कर पाओगे. Don't stress about it right now. The document is with you, but don't go through it, ये मैं ही करवाऊंगी. Conditional sentences, sentences that are beginning with should, और मैंने ऊपर लेटर में रखा था ऐसा एक सेंटेंस जानबूझ के. Sentences beginning with had, but these are not questions, okay? These are not questions at all. Then complex sentences with subordination, we'll go through all of them. Particle clauses है, But for now, let's come to this part. Okay. Again, back to exposure. So we are going to make pairs of people. Savan is going to be in every pair. हर सेंटेंस को पहले सावन आप रीड अलाउड करोगे एंड आफ्टर सावन मैं जिनका भी नाम बोलूंगी वो रीड अलाउड करेंगे सावन के साथ साथ, ठीक है? तो सबसे पहला फर्स्ट सेंटेंस सावन एंड मिथिल.
I am writing to express my profound concern regarding the recent developments surrounding this matter.
सावन, explain the meaning of the sentence to me in Hindi, Gujarati, whatever you are comfortable with.
इसमें तो
वापस पढ़ो, 2-3 बार पढ़ो, यहीं पे 2-3 बार पढ़ जाओ, कोई बात नहीं, वापस पढ़ो. I am writing to express
એટલે
my.
એ जो मीन्स के क्या वो जो लिख रहा है उसका कुछ कंसर्न है वो डीपली है उसका रिगार्डिंग द रिसेंट डेवलपमेंट सराउंड दिस मैटर लाइक वो अभी अभी हुआ है
આ
डेवलपमेंट्स में
મેટરને લાગતા જે પણ રિસન્ટ ડેવલપમેન્ટ થયા છે એના વિશે મારા જે કન્સર્ન્સ છે એ જણાવવા માટે હું તમને લખી રહ્યો છું. એમ આઈ રાઈટ?
यस यस
સેન્ટેન્સ એક और બાર રીડ कर लो.
I am writing to express my profound concern regarding the recent developments surrounding this matter.
મિથિલ.
I am writing to express my profound concern regarding the recent developments surrounding this matter.
Okay, next one, Savan and Nilay.
I would like to draw your immediate attention to an issue of considerable importance.
Could we read again, Savan?
I would like to draw your immediate attention to an issue of considerable importance.
Okay, what do you think the meaning of this sentence is? Can you explain in Gujarati or Hindi? Exact translation नहीं
મારે
चाहिए.
મારે જે તમને કેવું છે એનું ડાયરેક્ટ તમને અટેન્શન ત્યાં દોરાવા માટે
An issue of considerable importance. एक important
કે જે
issue के
ઇશ્યુ
तरफ.
છે એને તમે ઇમ્પોર્ટન્સ આપવા માટે હું તમને આ વાત કહું છું.
ठीक है, एक इम्पोर्टेंट इश्यू है, उस पे आपका ध्यान खींचने के लिए मैं आपको मतलब आई वुड लाइक टू, मैं करना चाहूंगा. ठीक है, सेम सेंटेंस किनको बोला था? निलय. निलय.
I would like to draw your immediate attention. Am I audible?
हाँ.
Yeah, I would like to draw your immediate attention to an issue of considerable importance.
Okay.
So,
Nilay,
yeah,
continue with the next sentence.
this situation has resulted in significant inconvenience and undue distress, which I find unacceptable.
One more time.
This situation has resulted in significant inconvenience and undue distress, which I find unacceptable.
Okay, same sentence for Krupesh.
I would like to draw your immediate attention. Sorry. This
कोई बात
situation
नहीं,
has
वो पढ़ के फिर ये पढ़ो, कोई बात नहीं, दो पढ़ लो.
I would like to draw your immediate attention to an issue of considerable importance. This situation has resulted in significant inconvenience and undue distress, which I find unacceptable.
Undue distress का meaning क्या हुआ? What is undue?
Significant inconvenience and undue distress. Undue distress.
Undue. जे योग्य नहीं, जे उचित नहीं, ये नहीं होना चाहिए था. Inappropriate बोलते हैं, right?
Okay,
मतलब
so
ये
like
हाँ, बोलो.
they have mentioned here significant inconvenience. So this has the same meaning as undue distress.
ना. Significant का meaning क्या होता है?
मतलब उसका मीनिंग ये होता है कि अनकन्वीनियंस इज सिग्निफिकेंट, मतलब कंटिन्यूअस सिग्निफिकेंट, मतलब वो बढ़ रही है अनकन्वीनियंस ही।
नोंदपात्र।
सिग्निफिकेंट इज महत्वनो, नोंदपात्र जो आपने बोला, राइट। मतलब मामूली इनकन्वीनियंस नहीं है, माइनर इनकन्वीनियंस नहीं है, अवॉइडेबल छोटा मोटा नहीं, काफी मतलब अपना
बड़ा।
ध्यान जाए उतना बड़ा, सिग्निफिकेंट इनकन्वीनियंस हुआ है मुझे इसके कारण। ये सिचुएशन ने रिजल्ट किया है ઇનસિગ્નિફિકન્ટ ઇનકન્વીનિયન્સ અને મને ના થવું જોઈતું તું એવું ડિસ્ટ્રેસ। ये जो डिस्ट्रेस हुआ वो अनड्यू था, मैं उसको डिजर्व नहीं करती थी, इट वॉज नॉट अप्रोप्रिएट, अयोग्य न तू। सो वो अनड्यू डिस्ट्रेस होता है विच आई फाइंड अनएक्सेप्टेबल, राइट। ओके, कृपेश एक और
मैम,
ले लो। हाँ बोलो बोलो।
અનડ્યુ ડિસ્ટ્રેસ કા મીનિંગ મારી સાથે જે નહોતું થવાનું તે એમ?
अनड्यू का मतलब वो होता है कि यू नो इट शुड नॉट, लाइक इट वाज नॉट अप्रोप्रिएट। डिस्ट्रेस का मतलब सिंपल तकलीफ, कोई प्रॉब्लम, आपत्ति कहवाय ने, दैट इज डिस्ट्रेस, जिसके वजह से
એટલે
आपको
મીન્સ કે
तकलीफ हुई।
હા, એટલે આ બેનો મતલબ એવો થાય કે મારી સાથે આ તકલીફ નહોતી થવાની જે થઈ રહી છે એવું?
हाँ हाँ, अनड्यू डिस्ट्रेस, करेक्ट, एब्सोल्युटली
Ma'am,
करेक्ट।
ma'am, can I ask you something?
या ऑफ कोर्स।
Like undue means inappropriate, right? Inappropriate, right?
इनअप्रोप्रिएट, यस।
So can we use erroneous, or that's a different meaning?
एरनस गलती से, मिस्टेक से भरा हुआ, थोड़ा अलग हो जाएगा।
हाँ,
एरनस विल बी लाइक यू नो कुछ गलती हो जाना, दिस इज नॉट एग्जैक्टली गलती, ये गलती से अलग पड़ जाता है, राइट। अनड्यू मतलब पता है क्या, जो मेरे हिस्से का नहीं था गाइस, મારા હિસ્સાનો નહોતો, આ તકલીફ મને નહોતી થવી જોઈતી, રાઈટ। That
like we say, all due respect.
वो अलग हो गया, ऑल
Like,
ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट
I
अलग
mean,
हो गया।
I'm exactly opposite, right? But like in that case, we say all due respect. જે તમને
हाँ
તમારી
हाँ
જે
हाँ
બધી
हाँ हाँ,
respect આપવી જોઈતી હોય એ respect.
करेक्ट,
જ્યારે અહીંયા કહે છે જે મને ન થવું જોઈએ એ pain. જે
यस
મને નહોતું
करेक्ट।
થવું જોઈતું એ pain.
ये शैलेश भाई ने बोला ना, वो बहुत अच्छा तरीका है, ये मैंने भी नहीं सोचा एक्चुअली, बट गुड, वेरी नाइस एक्सप्लेनेशन यू केम अप विथ। क्लियर?
हम्म
ओके, चलो नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस किसका बाकी है, राज आप ले लो।
आई ओके।
आई मस्ट
I
रिस्पेक्ट।
must respectfully yet firmly insist that appropriate measures be taken to rectify this matter.
Okay, you want to try and explain what that means, Raj? You can read again, read 2-3 times, it will help you.
I must respectfully yet firmly insist that appropriate measures be taken to rectify this matter. So, like in this sentence, uh, I want to rectify this matter uh, by taking the appropriate steps or
नहीं, आपको
measures.
रेक्टिफाई नहीं करना है, आपको रेक्टिफाई नहीं करना है। दिग्विजय ट्राई करो। राज सुनना है ना, सुनना।
What, ma'am?
ये वाला, I must respectfully yet firmly insist that appropriate measures be taken to rectify this matter. We are trying to explain the meaning of this sentence in Gujarati or Hindi.
Like I'm not able to explain. Like yet firmly insist. I'm also not getting it.
Okay, anybody who wants to try, Mittal,
Yeah.
anyone? हाँ बोलो।
मैं करूँ?
Yes, yes.
ओके। सो यहाँ पे ये बोला है कि मैं रिस्पेक्ट कर रहा हूँ जो भी उन्होंने डिसीजन लिया होगा, बट आई फॉर्मली इंसिस्ट, मतलब कि मैं एक बाहर से बोल रहा हूँ, मतलब एक इम्पोर्टेंट के साथ
Emphasize.
बता रहा हूँ, एम्फोसाइज से बता रहा हूँ कि और भी अप्रोप्रिएट मेजर से और भी सारे सच्चे रास्ते हैं इस मैटर को रिजॉल्व करने के लिए।
Okay. So very simple meaning, इज्जत से रिस्पेक्टफुली, बट भार देके मुझे कहना पड़ रहा है। आई मस्ट है, राइट? आई मस्ट रिस्पेक्टफुली येट फर्मली इंसिस्ट कि ये मैटर को सॉल्व, रेक्टिफाई, करेक्ट करने के लिए अप्रोप्रिएट स्टेप्स लिए जाए। पैसिव, अप्रोप्रिएट स्टेप्स लिए जाए। मैं रिस्पेक्टफुली बट स्ट्रांगली ये कह रहा हूं, या मुझे कहना पड़ रहा है कि इस मैटर को करेक्ट करने के लिए अप्रोप्रिएट मेजर्स लिए जाने चाहिए। ओके, नेक्स्ट वन, मिथिल, सेंटेंस एंड
मैम,
एक्सप्लेनेशन। बोलो बोलो।
yet firmly instance mean?
येट मतलब बट, स्टिल
हाँ
तो भी, कि
हाँ, मतलब वो तो पता है।
रिस्पेक्टफुली मगर मतलब देखो, मैं रिस्पेक्टफुली बोल रहा हूँ, ठीक है, तमीज से, इज्जत से, बट हल्के में मत लेना। मैं रिस्पेक्टफुली बट स्ट्रांगली इंसिस्ट कर रहा हूँ, तो यहाँ पे ऑपोजिट हो गया ना दोनों वर्ड्स का इंटेंशन, कि हाँ प्यार से ही बोल रहा हूँ, इज्जत से ही बोल रहा हूँ, मगर स्ट्रांगली भी बोल रहा हूँ, तो यहाँ पे बट वर्ड उसके वजह से आया, इसलिए हमने येट वर्ड लिखा, ठीक है।
ओके, और अप्रोप्रिएट का मीनिंग?
योग्य। अप्रोप्रिएट का ऑपोजिट इनअप्रोप्रिएट, अयोग्य।
ओके।
ओके, चलो ग्रेट। नेक्स्ट वन, मिथिल।
Your prompt interventions in this regard would be greatly appreciated and highly valued.
ओके,
So the meaning is like prompt का तो meaning वो होता है ना कि तुरंत,
हाँ
your
तुरंत,
मतलब without any delays आपका
यस।
जो checking है regarding to this on this regard मतलब on this area
हम्म,
will be greatly appreciated मतलब appreciation मिलेगा अगर आप जल्दी से चेक करोगे तो, और उसकी वैल्यू मैं वैल्यू भी करता हूँ, highly valued and it
ओके,
will be highly valued
राइट,
like
मुझे काम आएगा, इट विल बी वैल्यूड बाय मी। ओके, हमने वन ऑफ दीज सेशंस वी हैड लर्नड द डिफरेंस बिटवीन इंटरवीन करना एंड इंटरफियर करना, इंटरफियरेंस एंड इंटरवेंशन के बीच का डिफरेंस। कैन एनीबडी रिकॉल व्हाट वी डिस्कस्ड?
intervention is checking something and interference is dakhalandaji, like even you are not being told to do so, you are interfering in the matter, but intervention is something you are supposed to do, you are supposed to check something.
ओके, यू आर करेक्ट अबाउट इंटरफियरेंस। इंटरफियर करना मतलब लिटरली दखल करना, ठीक है, उसको आप इंटरफियर बोलते हो। इंटरवीन का मैं आपको एग्जैक्टली बताऊं तो आई एम लुकिंग एट गूगल राइट नाउ। यहाँ पे आप लोग सब गूगल करो, ये जो वर्ड्स आ रहे हैं, मीडिएशन करना मतलब इंटरवीन करना, बीच में घुस के कोई चीज सॉल्व करना, बेटर करना। इट इज नॉट द सेम एज दखल अंदाजी। इट इज टू इंटरफियर इन ऑर्डर टू सॉल्व और improve something. Yes, Mithil?
Ma'am, can we give an example of Pakistan is doing mediator की तरह,
Pakistan is
being a,
intervening
like
where? Huh?
mediate, right, Iran and US.
Mediating
So
between Iran and US. Yes, you can give that
so
example.
so Pakistan is doing intervention in the Iran-US war. Just
Correct.
asking.
You can. It's correct.
Okay.
Interference is a word that has more of a negative connotation, but intervening is more positive in itself. ठीक है, चलो नेक्स्ट वाला। मित्तल, you continue with the next one also.
I regret to inform you that the service provided fell markedly short of the expected standards. Huh? Markedly?
ये सेंटेंस सब लोग लिख लो कहीं पे, रिपीट इट, राइट इट डाउन।
क्या लिखना है?
This one, the one that Mithil just read. I
बट
regret,
फुल लिखना है क्या फिर?
full. I regret to inform you that the service provided, मुझे आपको ये बताते हुए निराशा हो रही है कि जो सर्विस प्रोवाइड किया गया था, द सर्विस प्रोवाइडेड, वो जो एक्सपेक्टेड स्टैंडर्ड था उसके सामने काफी शॉर्ट पड़ गया. मार्केटली इज अगेन नोंदनीय, सेम थिंग. मार्क हो उतना.
तो रिमार्केबल नहीं ले सकते इसमें, मैं पूछ रहा हूँ. लाइक कैन वी राइट रिमार्केबल?
Not exactly, because markedly is more like noticeable. ध्यान में आवे એટલું कि आप जब ग्राफ वगैरह में लिखते हो कि इतने से इतने बढ़ा, तो 2000 और 2001 के बीच तेल के प्राइस में नोटिसेबल डिफरेंस था. इट वाज वेरी क्लियर डिफरेंस, वैसा वर्ड है ये. सो मार्केडली. नेक्स्ट वन, लेट्स सी. सेंटेंसेस काफी है, और ले पाओगे या हो गया एट कैपेसिटी? लेट्स वोट. हाउ मेनी आर एबल टू? Mithil says yes, but that was expected. What about the others? Sailesh, Karan, सावन को मैं नहीं पूछूंगी अभी. दिग्विजय, what about you? हो
हाँ,
पाएगा?
एक दो ले
ओके.
लेते हैं,
Let's
फिर
take
बाद में
you.
खत्म कर
Yep.
देते हैं.
एक दो ना. ओके,
सावन होना ही
ऑलमोस्ट.
नहीं है, खत्म होना ही नहीं है सावन.
I अंडरस्टैंड यू ऑल्सो सावन, बट मेहनत तो यार बहुत करनी पड़ेगी. नो ऑप्शन देयर ना. नहीं
वो
तो
तो
मैं
जब
खत्म
यहाँ पे
कर.
आए थे, वो तो
हाँ,
जब यहाँ पे
शान
आए
देख,
थे
एक
तब
चीज
से
सुन
ही
ले.
सोच लिया था.
बट लेट्स
हाँ
टेक
तो
अ ब्रेक.
एक चीज सुन ले.
हाँ, बात करते हैं. आई
तू
स्टॉप
तू
शेयरिंग, टेक अ ब्रेक.
तू पीटी कर भी लेगा, मान ले तू पीटी कर भी लेगा, जो जो वैसे तो कर रहा है ना. ओके, यू मे गेट मे बी 777 8 ऑल्सो. ओके, बट बाद में क्या करेगा? जो मेन प्रॉब्लम है वो तो आपका वहीं रह जाएगा ना. पीटी से तेरा सिर्फ क्या होगा? शॉर्ट शॉर्ट टर्म सॉल्यूशन है ना, जो मेरा अभी 42 इयर्स के बाद भी नहीं है, उस स्टेज में चला
बट
जाएगा.
बट लोग
So you are not
लॉन्ग
going
टर्म
back to your own
करते हैं ना.
company,
पीटी
right?
छोड़ दे,
After
मैं तो
doing
बोल
your
रहा हूँ पीटी छोड़ दे, 2-3 महीने का टाइम ले प्रॉपर, और आईएलटीएस में आ जा.
हाँ, वो सही बात है, बट मेरा शॉर्ट टर्म प्लान कुछ है नहीं ना अभी तो.
तो
मैं
छोड़
जो
दे
सोच रहा हूँ
पीटी,
वो
छोड़ दे
लॉन्ग
ना
टर्म
शॉर्ट
सोच रहा
टर्म.
हूँ.
तो ही लॉन्ग टर्म कर ले, पीटी छोड़ दे.
I'll drink water and come. But Sailesh, you continue because you're giving very good advice. And Savan, actually thoda sun lo. It's coming from life experiences. And ये record तो हो ही रहा है session. Keep the conversation going in English, guys.
okay.
I'll
ओके
have
ओके.
water and come. किसी और को भी पीना है, you may go.
हाँ, कंटिन्यू.
Someone,
हाँ.
Yeah, no, I want to
shall I
speak in
tell
English. I'll
tell
not be able
everyone?
to continue, but let me try.
Okay.
See, by PTE, you may be able to achieve your whatever score you want, but our main problem is speaking in English in front of everyone. See, our life is not only similar to temple, sabha, and all, where we are speaking with our like family members, like all these are our family member only. We could say where we are speaking only in Gujarati or whatever language we want. Yeah. But outside of this, if we want to survive, we'll have to learn English, right? We'll have to speak in English even wherever you are doing your job. Temporarily, it will be fine. If you want to continue with low wage job, it will be fine to continue in the language like I mean skill of the language we have right now. But it will
And
not
what
help us to sustain. IELTS
I'm
का
not,
मेजर बेनिफिट इज दैट यू विल एबल टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश. ये पीटीए से तो इंग्लिश में कभी नहीं बात कर पाएगा,
no, I know, I
क्योंकि
understand, but
क्योंकि
what
तेरा
if I,
माइंडसेट ही वहां चला जाएगा, राइट?
but
नो नो, आई वांट टू एक्सप्लेन हिम. एक्सप्लेनेशन कैन कम
no,
इनटू
I understand.
इंग्लिश.
I wanna, yeah, I understand. You just
Sorry,
said,
sorry to interrupt you
leave it.
both. Sorry to interrupt you both.
या
But the
या
कर
condition,
दिया बाद में क्या
the
sorry?
current condition, the sound wise having, is a sort of time, and maybe by the 19th, anyway, he has to get the score. So let's support him, encourage him for
ओके
that
ओके
for his
ओके.
PT
नो,
result.
आई वाज नॉट
Yeah,
Yeah,
आई वाज
because
नॉट
he
अवेयर
cannot
ऑफ
like
द
change to like
सिचुएशन.
PT to selfie for IELTS.
Yeah.
Shailesh bhai,
yes,
because
ओके
he's in
ओके.
very critical condition
Also,
right
also,
now
yes,
how
Let me
much
because
give
time do you have, Savan?
yeah.
You came on 4 years.
4 days.
4 days,
No,
4 days.
नो नो, दैट्स
मिथुन
दैट्स
भाई,
फाइन.
मिथुन भाई,
वो 4
listen
दिन में तो
first
एग्जाम दे के आ
question.
जाएगा, उससे क्या होने वाला है?
हाँ, तो कुछ नहीं होने
तेरा
वाला,
तेरा वो क्या
CBC
है,
का क्या है
पीआर
तो.
या वो कहाँ तक का है?
क्या
वर्क
पियर
परमिट कहाँ तक का है तेरा? वर्क परमिट, स्टडी परमिट, वो जो भी है वो।
अभी आया ही नहीं है।
Right now he's on study permit. So if he give the exam and he will get a score at least CLB 7, then and then like he will get a work permit.
Then only he will be eligible for getting work permit.
But
Yes.
you can
Right,
work
Yeah,
right.
4 years course,
and his
right?
due date is
You can
already
work four
nearby.
years.
If you are at home and you are not working, what I will insist you is come to Akshar Amrut because all day I am free. You can have a good exposure, and I'll try to help you a lot because you need a very individualized training because you need someone to constantly tell you where you are making mistakes so that you can improve on small
But
and
there is a
you can
not
take
a,
small steps.
I
But
understand,
to
but in
apply
the
work
PT
permit also we
exam there
require
is don't.
IELTS now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Okay,
Yes, money making
but
okay, okay,
in
skills
the
by
fine, fine.
PT
government.
exam, no, but in the
For
PT
that,
exam there
like
is
if you are in
don't need to.
university, you should have a like you should have a each six, and if you are in
Okay,
college, then you should get 6.5 5.5 in each.
okay,
Five,
okay,
five.
okay.
Shailesh
I
bhai,
thought you would
I
have
wanted to
time,
tell you
so I
something.
thought, but yeah, in that case, at least you can continue and try to break that situation first. Then maybe we
I
can.
don't have a time.
Yeah,
Got your
like
point.
he's trying to convey
Got your
that
point.
first of all crack this exam and then try to
Write
learn
this
English.
exam using anything, PT or whatever is convenient for you.
Hmm.
I thought you
Because
have
in the
time.
PT
Sorry,
exam there is a don't want to knowledge.
I
Just
got
read
your point.
properly.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah,
basically,
yeah.
Shailesh bhai, initially you said to Sawan bhai that your work permit will be over. I'm not like focusing on one particular thing and telling. This is in general overview. Like if he also finish and gives his PT, then after he has to appear for one more exam to give for his PR, right? So what my concern is, it's not only because you are living in this country and you have to improve to speak. Just imagine I'm giving you one example. Like I was working in a Sunrise Soya Food where all the people were Chinese and they barely understand English. They barely understand. They can understand English, but they cannot speak. They cannot even form a sentence. So being a quality assurance technician, I have to interact with them in order to give the information and tell them to do the work properly. So it is so frustrating for the individual even to comprehend the things you are talking. So for instance, if Savan Bhai is coming to me at work and talking with me, it will be very difficult for me to understand, right? So it's not only that person is speaking like he is speaking wrong or very slow, but it is like on a daily basis you will be meeting different people, right? In Walmart or any other work or somewhere, anywhere it will be English speaking community. So just imagine each and everyone has to face problem to listening to you and understand you. So it's so embarrassing for us. So that is also one of the reason for everyone, not only Savan Bhai, to be a profound English speaker.
You're getting a bunch of really good advice, Savan. And I think at the end of the day, all of these things aside, you'll feel good if you're able to communicate well. You'll feel good about yourself. You'll feel good about how you present in front of people, how you are able to, share your opinions with people. And all of that will make a difference, not just in your professional life, but also in your social life. So I'm very happy to see that, most of you over here are viewing this not only as a means to an end, कि ये करके XYZ band आ जाएंगे, that's it, but you are all looking at it from a more, there's a more holistic approach to this. हमने एक word किया था ना, myopic view नहीं है आपका. मायोपिक वर्ड याद है आप लोगों को?
Short sighted.
मायोपिक, शॉर्ट साइटेड, यस, मायोपिया, इसलिए मैं चश्मे पहनती हूँ बिकॉज आई एम शॉर्ट साइटेड, मुझे दूर का दिखता नहीं है. सो योर विजन इज नॉट मायोपिक बट मोर, आप सोच रहे हो आगे का. दैट्स अ वेरी गुड थिंग. And yes, I was listening to that conversation a little bit while I was moving around. Happy to hear you all interacting with each other. Good. I think we are
No,
fresh. Yeah, continue.
I have a question, two questions.
Hmm?
Uh, First thing you mentioned in previous sessions, right? List of adjectives.
Yes.
And another I means like I want to mention right now because I don't want to forget. So and another question is like you mentioned to implement complex sentences in speaking.
Hmm.
And you told in the lecture that you will like
Hmm.
we will discuss later, but
Hmm.
I was
Hmm.
still in that situation that how to
Hmm.
implement like we are using some simple sentences speaking,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
We are not using that much complex sentences because when it
Hmm.
comes to like when the term comes like when it comes to speak at that time we
Hmm.
are not able to speak in English like complex sentences.
Hmm.
So how to implement that complex sentences in our speaking?
स्पीकिंग का ओवरनाइट नहीं होगा. स्पीकिंग का ओनली वीआर एप्लीकेशन होगा कि आप जो सुनते हो उसका नकल उतारते हो, आप जो पढ़ते हो उसका नकल उतारते हो. द एंटायर गेम ऑफ लैंग्वेज लर्निंग इज इमिटेशन, इमिटेशन, इमिटेशन. लिसन, इम्प्लीमेंट, लिसन, इम्प्लीमेंट. सो बाय default, the more you listen, the more you will be able to naturally implement. Unfortunately, there's no other shortcut out there. As far as adjectives go, I have a session planned for you जहाँ पे हम लोग descriptive writing करने वाले हैं. And जिस दिन हम descriptive writing करेंगे, in the next week most likely, नेक्स्ट वीक के शेड्यूल में है, उस दिन probably two sessions, not just one session. And fair warning, that session will be entirely irrelevant to IELTS, PT, TOEFL, CELPIP. That those sessions will have nothing to do with any of these exams, but we'll be doing descriptive writing, and during that time we will be covering a lot of adjectives. So adjectives तब cover हो जाएंगे, and they will be covered with a lot of examples. बहुत relevant तरीके से cover होगा. तो उसमें से आप अगर कुछ परसेंटेज भी रिटेन कर जाओगे, जो आप कर ही जाओगे, वो ऑटोमेटिकली एग्जाम में ट्रांसलेट हो जाएगा. अदर देन दैट उसका भी वोकैब लिस्ट बनाएंगे जो आप टाइम एंड अगेन रिवाइज करते रहोगे. एंड राइटिंग में हम ये सब जो कर रहे हैं ना, वो आप इम्प्लीमेंट कर पाओ उसके लिए ही कर रहे हैं. सो दैट you are seeing it, one sense. You are reading it, another sense engaged. You are listening to me read it. I'm covering all three bases. आपसे व्यू भी करवा रही हूँ, आपसे रीड भी करवा रही हूँ, मैं रीड कर रही हूँ. I'm making you close your eyes and listen. So we are covering that, and given a short time window that you all have, this is the best way to go about it. Best way. So maybe this particular thing, don't actively think about it. Let the process take over. है ना? But like I keep repeating, active listening रखना क्लास में. That will help you. ठीक है.
But like ma'am, I have a question. Like
Hmm.
right now I'm listening some podcast. For
Okay.
example, right now I found it one informative podcast. It's a Luke's English podcast.
Okay.
So like he is an English professor and he provides like all his emphasizes on overall language English like you.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
for example, what should be my approach while listening? Like I'm listening to podcast, right? So now what should be my approach? What should be my approach while after listening?
After listening, you let your brain do the work. It's while listening that you remain. See, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to approach. ये human nature है कि आप जिस तरीके का लैंग्वेज सुनोगे ना, आपके मुंह से वही तरीके का लैंग्वेज निकलेगा. मे बी हमेशा क्यों नहीं निकलता है? बिकॉज डिपेंडिंग ऑन द ग्रुप दैट यू आर कम्युनिकेटिंग विद. से फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई एम कम्युनिकेटिंग विद सर्टन पीपल, आई माइट यूज सिंपलर लैंग्वेज क्योंकि मुझे भी पता है कि यहाँ पे यही यूज करना अप्रोप्रिएट रहेगा. सो मे बी अभी उसको यूज करने का आपको कोई आउटलेट नहीं मिल रहा है, बट वट एवर यू आर हियरिंग ओवर देयर, यू कैन एटलीस्ट ट्राई एंड रेप्लीकेट व्हेन यू आर कम्युनिकेटिंग विथ मी, सो दैट वो तरीके के लैंग्वेज का आपको प्रैक्टिस भी हो. बट द सेकेंड पार्ट दैट यू सेड ना, हाउ डू आई इम्प्लीमेंट इट, दैट योर माइंड विल इम्प्लीमेंट ऑटोमेटिकली. अभी हमने फर्स्ट सेशन से लेके अब तक नई नई तो स्ट्राइव वर्ड 3 बार कर दिया है. तो बिलीव इट और नॉट, वो उतर चुका है आपके वोकैब में. आप कहीं ना कहीं स्ट्राइव वर्ड यूज करोगे. अभी थोड़ी देर पहले हम डिस्कशन कर रहे थे, तब मिथिल ने प्रोफाउंड बोल दिया. ही सेड द वर्ड प्रोफाउंड, राइट? it will fall into place. But yes, of course, it takes a little time to be able to see it happening. And unless you actually see it happening, वो anxiety feel होता रहता है कि कब होगा, कब होगा, कब होगा, when will I see the transformation? Similar to what you question when you go to the gym, but you don't have an option but to keep the work, like keep doing the work and wait for the results, right? But don't
So, like
worry, we'll,
repetition is
yeah,
the key.
it is for language. It is. I personally strongly believe that, and I have believed that like ever since I've been teaching, and it has helped
Then
people a lot.
I
What?
just have one quick question.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
sorry for being like keeping it long, but
No, no, no.
this is an observatory thing which I observed. Like,
Hmm.
so we all came to Canada since 3 years ago, at least minimum. So we are totally engaged in an English speaking community, and we are we are listening to it, we are speaking, and
Hmm.
we are reading as well at most
Huh.
of the time. So
Huh.
in this process, I think our English should
Hmm.
be at
Should have.
certain level.
Should have. Okay.
Yeah, but what is like limiting us? Like why our English is not becoming? So what mistakes we might be doing?
Because you guys are mostly surrounded by people from your own
Hmm.
community. People who
No,
come
for job
from,
also.
yeah,
Like if we go to job, we are spending 8 hours over there, and we have to
yes.
communicate in English with English speaking community, or might be not even English speaking, but at least in English, because most of them are Ukrainian or any other
Hmm.
country people. So basically, we have to interact them in English, right? So my sole question is like, even after doing this many English conversation with many people,
Hmm.
listening to them, understanding, giving input, output, and now
Hmm.
since 6 months, I can say me and Digvijay bhai,
Hmm.
I can take credit of Digvijay bhai that we both are
Hmm.
watching news, watching podcast,
Hmm.
incorporating many things in our life
Hmm.
that is related to English,
Hmm.
indulging in that activity where English is must.
Hmm.
Still, there is a threshold where we are not able to still
Yes.
like the vocabulary we know
Hmm.
and the sentence formation we had heard is not coming onto our tongue. Or we
Okay.
can say that even after being fluent at
Hmm.
particular pace for certain period of time, there
Hmm.
is 110% guarantee that after 3 to 4 minutes, our
Hmm.
fluency will be hindered at some point or the other.
Hmm. Okay.
So what can be
S-
the case? What
Okay.
mistakes we are making?
Nice. Again, over here, first, like you mentioned about the workplace, right? So, first things first, at the workplace, our priority is very, very different. Not just you as a listener, but even others who are communicating with you in English, or you when you are communicating with them. Your purpose is to get the work done. So, even when you are doing that, you are not actually exclusively or even consciously focusing on English. Your focus is on work. तो आपका इंटेंट ही वहां पे completely change हो जाता है, because you're not there with the idea that you want to learn English. Second, like you mentioned, you work with people from tons of different backgrounds. Now we also don't know that all of them are good communicators, or they themselves possess, good English language skills. We don't know that. So who are you exactly communicating with, what kind of vocabulary do they use, and then unke sath aapka, like people who are speaking good English at your workplace, how frequent, how personal is your one on one communication with those people. सर्वाइवल जितना इंग्लिश आप सबने उठा ही लिया है, दैट इज द बिगेस्ट थिंग जो ऑलरेडी आपको एक्सपोजर का बेनिफिट आज दिख रहा है, कि इन अ फॉरेन कंट्री, इन एन इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग country, you are able to survive, you are able to do your daily transactions, you are able to go shopping, you are able to take care of your bank work, you are able to work, you are able to secure and maintain an employment. That itself is the first thing that you can see in terms of being exposed. बाकी try and remember when you were in India, शायद इतना भी नहीं हो पाता होगा. So that was the first thing that I wanted to say. Second, आपने मुझे क्या point raise किया apart from that? I think you and
Yeah,
Digvijay, that you're
yeah.
watching a
We are
lot of things,
interpreting.
right?
Yeah.
You're watching a lot of things, but then where is the outlet for you to go and practice it with each other? Did you
No.
have a better outlet than that? Somebody who could correct
Mm,
your mistakes, point out where you're going wrong in real
No.
time? So that
No.
also makes a great difference, right? Because see, हम दोनों चलो बोलते जाएंगे एक दूसरे से इंग्लिश में, उसका बेनिफिट होगा. बट इफ नन ऑफ अस नो कौन गलत बोल रहा है, कौन कहाँ सही बोल रहा है, then we'll never have feedback of that. So there I think you fell short there, but that doesn't mean you should stop. You should still continue to talk to each other in English, क्योंकि वो भी एक important aspect of your preparation हमेशा रहेगा ही रहेगा. बट मैं बार बार बोलूंगी कि सबसे सुप्रीम चीज लैंग्वेज लर्निंग में लिसनिंग ही है. एंड मैं लोगों को बोलती हूँ, जब आप एक्टिव लिसनिंग करते हो ना, एट द एंड ऑफ दैट लिसनिंग थकान महसूस होनी चाहिए. जैसे कि आपने कोई फिजिकल एक्टिविटी किया दैट रिक्वायर्ड ऑल योर अटेंशन, एनर्जी, स्ट्रेंथ, दैट काइंड ऑफ लिसनिंग शुड बी डन. So when you are able to practice that on a regular basis, तो आपको दिखेगा, उसका फर्क दिखेगा ही दिखेगा. I know you are listening to podcasts and all, but it makes a huge difference when you have somebody who's talking to you every single day, who's communicating directly with you in the language. दोनों चीजों में फर्क पड़ जाता है ना,
Hmm.
right? And also
So
one
more
uh,
output,
final
more
answer,
output.
Mithil, not to compare with anybody, but you, Mithil, you are one of the best right now in the classes. As far as language is concerned, आपने अगर ये वर्क किया है जो आप बोल रहे हैं, put in this work, उसका रिजल्ट मुझे क्लियर दिख रहा है. You do speak better English than a lot of other people in
Like
this
my main
classroom already.
problem, despite like it's not only you, the
हाँ
reason why I'm asking this question in an elongated fashion is
हाँ.
because I have done a lot of observation on these things and I'm very observative. Even Amit Bhai said, right? So basically, everyone is telling me that your English is good, you can speak good English. Despite doing this whole things, even I'm not getting a good band score, right? So that is concerning me a lot. That is making me frustrating.
Right. No, I do think a lot of things were missing from your previous preparation. I'm sure you did reading, listening, speaking, writing, you did the tasks, but I still think a lot of things were missing from the previous preparations, which we are covering now, as I'm sure that you yourself know, right? And
Yeah.
वो कवर करने पे जो गैप्स थे वो कवर हो जाएंगे. एंड आप अपना प्रैक्टिस भी चालू रखना है ना. ठीक है. तो हम यहाँ पे अभी आई थिंक कहाँ तक किया था हम लोगों ने, यहाँ तक किया था. ठीक है. आई वुड वॉन्ट टू टेक अ गैप हियर, बिकॉज आगे के सेंटेंसेस में वर्ड्स है, sentence structures भी है. A tired mind is not the best mind to be able to pick up these things. So we'll take a decision together to stop here. There's a lot more to cover in this document. ये है, इसके बाद vocabulary भी है, then of course वो sentence structures भी है. Consider all of that to be part 2 of this same session. Part 1 में we have mostly covered the samples. We've also read together. Your homework today remains very simple. We read 3 sample letters. उसमें से एक आप लोगों ने लिखा, 2 लिखने बाकी है. Those two, because we've read together, I'm sure आप better quality का लिख पाओगे. तो थोड़ा सोच समझ के, प्रूफ रीड करके, चेक करना, रीचेक करना, पंक्चुएशंस पे ध्यान देना, वो कैब इसमें से देखना क्या क्या यूज कर सकते हो. So before tomorrow's session, those 2 letters you'll write and send to me. So from today's session onwards, we are starting homework where you'll actually be writing, not just listening to things. Okay. So that part of the practice also starts today. Tomorrow, we will cover the rest of the document फटाफट without taking a lot of time, because कल मुझे फिर नया कुछ भी start करवाना है. I don't want कि पूरा का पूरा session कल का यही cover करने में चला जाए, because I have other things that I want to cover also. So we'll do this very quickly. I think hardly 10-12 minutes in the next session we'll complete this, and then we'll move on to the next part of that session. Fair enough? ठीक है. I'll stop the recording now. This marks the end of the session. Of course, we can have a conversation after that.